Okay. Rod and reel of choice today, 2500 Stratic, and we have a 7-foot Stellar Light star rod that we're going to be throwing together. Stick is brand new. You get to use this one. Super excited. This one's a 10 to 20. Should be nice. Fresh cork looks good. Stratic was just greased and oiled, so it's functioning perfectly, especially for a 2-year-old reel and being used in the salt water. But I'm gonna get this rigged up and ready to go the rest of the way. And I think today we're gonna do a little bit of snakehead, peacock bass fishing. Probably stick with just that for now. I was debating on going out for some clowns, giving that another shot, but I think we are just going to bounce around somewhere a little bit closer. Perfect. This is a nice simple line to line knot that I like to tie. I forget the name of it, but I'll take my braid, fold it over once, pinch it together like so. I always like to keep my setup the same. It just makes it easier every time I do it. It's kind of easy to mess it up if you just don't do it this exact way. At least holding line a certain way, not having the loop at the bottom, loop out to the side. I usually just do it like this. Take what would just be your regular leader. I already have a frog rig because I used it yesterday, but take your leader, place it right over, crisscross, and then from here you're going to take that loop and just check that tag out of the way, but you're just going to roll it over. Usually we'll do this 6 to 8 times. It's going to depend on the thickness of the leader. This is 40 here, so I know it's okay with my line. Usually with thicker, anything super thick, you go less wraps. Thinner, you can go more, but that should be plenty there. Hold on to both. Kind of just did it a little bit without saying anything, but from there, you're gonna feed your tag end back through the other loop of the braid, and then that's gonna leave you with your tag end of your leader sticking out towards the same end as your main leader, and then the tag of your braid with your main braid. So hold both of those, give it a nice little cinch, and you can let them go. Hold it the rest of the way, and just snip the excess. And nice simple line to line. Okay, walking up to spot number 1. Gonna bounce around and get a little bit of snakehead fishing in here today. Get this drag tightened up and ready to go. It's a little windy, so I don't know how much audio I'm gonna get here. It's probably gonna be mostly voiceover. But for the time being, this is what's going on. This is actually going to be in the middle of the previous video. I just filleted up the fish, and I'm getting ready to shower and go home to cook this mangrove snapper and do a catch and cook for you guys. But I have a day off, and it's going to be a busy weekend, and I'm not going to have much time to fish. So for the meantime, I'm going to try to bank up some footage to see if I can get 2 videos together fairly quickly. It's just starting to drizzle here. It's been on and off rain, overcast day. Perfect for snakehead fishing. So we're going to work some of these banks and try to move fairly quickly, cover as much land as possible, and see if we can't stick at least one today. Tossed on the coat just to keep myself and the tackle as dry as possible, because who knows what's to come. And like I said, it's been pretty much on and off here these last couple of days. And in the Fort Lauderdale area, we've seen a lot of rain, and we just went through a little bit of a drought. It's a pretty lengthy period of time with not a whole lot of rain or water. So oh.
As I'm casting here, my main goal is to get this frog to land 2 to 3 feet off the bank, and what I'm going to do is just slowly retrieve it, pull it back in towards me, clear out the area in front of me. Just if there is one sitting there, most of the time they're just going to eat it. If not, I'll just keep moving along. You'll be able to get a good look later in the video, but snakeheads' eyes are sitting on top of their head, and what they like to do is they just sit on that bank and they're constantly looking up and waiting for something to enter the water, such as, you know, a frog, baby bird, spider, rats, things along those lines. And usually if something's either coming in or going out of the water, swimming down the edge like that, that's when they go for the attack. They usually have a nice aggressive topwater bite, which is super cool to see. From here, I'm just going to make a couple more casts and see if I can't pick 1 or 2 off from this spot.
This light drizzle right here is pretty perfect for what we're trying to do. Hopefully with this and a little more shade from these clouds, and these snakeheads just start going crazy. Yeah, this is gonna remove a lot of their visibility and make it harder for them to see me. And we are dressed appropriately for this, so we're gonna stick out this little bit of rain we're getting right here and see if we can't catch our next meal. I literally turned the camera off, and the next cast, I literally said to myself it was gonna happen. The next cast, we get a snake. He's trying to take us in the weeds. The literal next cast. Come on. Not a super big guy. Tire him out just a little more. Whew. There we go. Now we're talking. Let's go. With these guys, I like to find a nice spot I can bring them up on the bank. And right here is going to be that spot this time. We're just going to pull them out some and pull them up. Ooh. Hopefully in one smooth motion. But it seems like he choked this frog pretty good. Get him up and over. There we go. And this right here is a bullseye snakehead. Get some of these weeds off of him. You can see here he absolutely choked that frog. This is what they like to eat. They have a nice hard head. Call these guys coconut heads. And if you follow them down to the tail, they have this nice beautiful false eye here. And they're just a super cool fish. This is an exotic from Southeast Asia. They were released into the water over here around the Pompano area in the early 2000s. And from there, they have basically just exploded and taken off, and they have taken over these waterways. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'll fact check it for the video, that when these guys have babies, they have around, I think, 1 to 300, and they stay with their fry
until they get to be around 8 to 12 inches. So it's hard to control the population for these, and they taste delicious, and they are abundant. So let's see how we can get this frog out as easy as possible. Nonetheless, absolutely beautiful catch. Frog is out. Just like I said, with the perfect conditions. It's been a while since I've caught a fish, and we were able to get that done fairly easily. I do think from there, I am gonna wrap this up. I haven't caught a snakehead in forever, so super happy to get that done. We will be eating good this week. I'm sure Ash, Jay, and Tony will all be very happy about all the fresh fish. And my new frog seems to be working out great, so definitely happy about that. Caught this guy on 15-pound test with 40-pound test. I usually do 40 minimum for snakeheads. They're not very leader shy whatsoever, so 40 seems to get the job done for me. Look at that beaut. Missed a snake. Bro, this is money. Nice little snakehead mission to end off our days together. Days off. Dude, there's so many cichlids and stuff in here. Hold on. Yo, there's 2 monster snakes in that corner. I always see them at the worst time, man. There they are. Look at them, look at them, look at them. You see them? He's huge. He just went up in that grass. Another one should be coming by soon. He's all the way in that corner now. And there was another one. There's that little tilapia out there, big turtle right underneath me. That was perfect. Yeah, if anything, just do it to where you're trying to like basically just hit it right up against the bank, and if it's too much power, just grab the line, slow it down some. And definitely at all costs. Ooh, there we go, I just got smoked. And he's on. And I got on video, no! Well, that sucks. Bummer. That was perfect. Whatever. It's another bite. I mean, I got, oh. There we go. There we go. That's like back to back almost. Oh, it's a little bass. Little largie. Yeah. You ever see him eat the frogs? Look at that. All right, well, cool little bycatch. I love getting these on the frogs. Really don't catch a whole lot of these. This is what, a bass or a snake? There is. Got a nice, super healthy looking largemouth bass here. Always cool to see him. Ash said she saw a baby snake on the bank. He is just cruising along right there. Super little guy. We just pulled over at a random canal. Gonna get this little largie back in. Go on, bub. He's probably gonna go to Wawa. Could be fishing for snakes off that little thing. Pulling up to Wawa like that. Oh! Don't go too close to the bank right here, because I'm pretty sure I just spooked one. Oh, no! No! Up from that, they have a 3K, and then there's a 4K, a 5K, a 6K. And then I don't think that there's 7K. It goes from 6 to 8, from 8 to 10. It's the reel. It's the size of the reel. So you can have the same exact reel, but have be like two different things. Like there's a, you know, it's just a bigger version, and it's just basically going to be like a little more strong. So I have a very small version of the Stratic, but I want the 1K. And on a smaller reel, you're gonna fish lighter lines, so you're gonna be able to cast farther. And all the fighting of the fish is gonna be way more sensitive. It's gonna be way easier to feel bites and whatnot, but you're gonna lose fish easier, you know? And you're not gonna wanna fish for like super big fish like that, but it's gonna make a lot of fights fun. And like for like a lot of what we do, the 1K would be fun. Brother, where the f is my frog at? You want to talk about never getting it out? That mug was never, ever coming out. Oh, let's see. You think these guys are up on the corner still? Definitely was a big guy right there. Ooh. Come here. Yeah, that's right. There we go. Yeah, he's good too. It's the one from yesterday. And he's got me in the weeds. Yes, get out of there. He got out, he got out. I'll let him eat. Sorry about the language here, but this guy has been irking me. How am I gonna get him? Oh, hold on here. I need to get him up. Ooh, I need to get him up. I don't know where I'm gonna pull him up at. I might just have to flip him right here. I can't let him get in these weeds. Okay. We're just gonna have to flip him and hope for the best, eh? Thank you. Okay, here we go. Yes, there we go. It's the same one from yesterday. He's good too. Let's go. He's missing an eye. Yeah. Wow. Check that out. This right here is a bullseye snakehead. Check that guy out. Absolutely crushed the frog.
Alright guys, here we are again, back at the fillet table. You know what time it is. Time to get fishy here. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn my mic on. Actually, I did turn the mic on, I just never turned the transmitter on, so throughout this process I'm talking over it, but nothing's actually going to the transmitter and being recorded onto the SD card or anything, which is really unfortunate. But filleting a snakehead is a little bit different than your other kind of fish or your typical fish, like something such as like a snapper or any other kind of panfish that you may have filleted in the past. The reason why it's different is because their stomach is just flat, so they kind of sit on their stomach. They don't, just I guess sit in the middle of the water column like a normal fish. They spend most of the time just sitting on the bottom right there, just like lurking. I will see them swimming here and there, but most of the time I see them there just posted up on the bottom. So they do lay on their stomach. So filleting them is a little bit different, especially on the second fillet. Really, your best option is going to be to get some sort of a serrated fillet knife that you can kind of break through these scales that they have. They're a lot thicker, and I don't know, they kind of spread through the fillet as I fillet them, so I have to constantly keep cleaning them off. Jim's stopping over here real quick, say a quick hi to him. Friends and family that have stopped by have probably met him before. Super cool guy. We love Jim. He actually knew a lot about snakeheads. I, for a second here, was explaining some stuff to him, but he's told me that he used to be a fisherman back in the past. Doesn't really fish too much anymore, but never caught one, but he knew plenty about them. I'll definitely be doing another video where I'll really break down the full fillet process of the snakehead, and I'll do a full catch and cook with you guys, and we'll do a meal. This week I was just a little bit busy and I had some stuff going on, so I ended up taking this meat into work and just letting the guys cook it up and have at it. I did get to try some of it, and I let a couple of my other coworkers try it, and everyone seemed to be a really big fan of it. I love snakehead, and being able to share fresh fish with people is something that I just really like to do. Again, if you guys have made it this far in the video, I just want to give everyone a huge thank you. The support is always super amazing. I love looking at the comments, responding to everybody. I talk to people at work. I talk to friends, family, everyone. All you guys are just super awesome. Everyone's giving me new ideas and just backing me up and really making me want to continue to do this. So I'll try to keep putting in as much of an effort as I can, and I'll try to get out there and fish as much as I can to provide you guys with as much content as possible. If you guys wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, it would really mean the world to me. Thank you all again, and we'll catch you in the next one.